Say aloha to your new favorite shaved ice and coffee shop, Aloha Shaved Ice. On the corner of Northwest 39th Expressway and Council. Aloha brings the summer vibes no matter what the weather looks like outside. They flavor perfectly. Looking for something different? Aloha has specialty drinks for days. Try the Banana Split, Fuzzy Monkey, Spider-Man, or Shrek. And trust us when we say that's only a small part of their specialty lineup. Sharp-eyed visitors may also notice Aloha's local support in drinks like the Bethany Broncos, SNU Crimson Storm, SCU Eagles, and Boomer Sooner. You can enjoy games like chess or Candyland while you dine in the cozy atmosphere, or sit outside and find yourself whisked away to the shore. Kick back with all your friends at Aloha, 8000 Northwest 39th Expressway. Call 405-633-7778, and remember that you can take that sunshine with you thanks to their drive-thru lane. Aloha Shaved Ice and Coffee Shop, 8000 Northwest 39th Expressway. 405-633-7778.
At the home of the Gotta Have It, you'll find Apple Tree Antique Gallery, located in the heart of downtown Bethany at 6740 Northwest 39th Expressway. Enjoy spacious shopping with up to 77 unique vendors across more than 10,000 square feet, offering everything from jewelry and clothing to one-of-a-kind treasures and so much more. Don't miss our third Friday weekend specials every month. And yes, we're open Sundays. Call us at 495-0602. Apple Tree Antique Gallery in Bethany, home of the Gotta Have It.
Med Spa and Aesthetics at 800 South Garth Brooks Boulevard, Suite 100 utilizes cutting-edge technology and personalized treatment plans centered around your goals, your comfort, and your natural beauty. Experience a range of services from IV therapy, Sculptra, acne treatments, and much more. With state-of-the-art machines like the T-Shape 2, Eris Lunara offers non-invasive, proven, and natural solutions for healthier skin that will have you feeling exquisite and rejuvenated. Other services like platelet-rich plasma therapy and peptide therapy not only enhance your natural features, but promote recovery and health at all levels. Call 405-563-1255 or stop by 800 South Garth Brooks Boulevard, Suite 100 to find out about what Eris Lunara Med Spa and Aesthetics can do for you. Remember, call 405-563-1255 today.
We kind of want to show off our trailer today. We offer a lot of services all around the metro. We go within 130 miles.
Recently did a house that was 70 to 80 feet. We did it in 2 days, no trouble with shooting it. We were in and out, make sure the customer was really happy with the work.
With liner, it's trenchless, it's headacheless. Any old cast iron, any orange bird, any clay pipe that's pre-existing inside or outside, we can go in and completely reline the inside of that pipe. It turns it all into one solid pipe. You never have to worry about root intrusions. You never have to worry about settling or bellying. Overall, it's a really good product. Everything comes guaranteed. We do make it as trenchless and as headacheless as possible for you guys. Thank you.
And we welcome you back, ladies and gentlemen, here to the GospelStation.com Sports and Talk and GSN Sports and Talk on YouTube. Hope everybody's having a great evening. Bethany High School taking on Ada High School now on the boys' game. The Broncos and the Cougars matched up here for game number 2 tonight. We just got done with the 10-0 girls victory, hoping for the same magic here in our guys' game. Luke, Blake, and Chris, our special guests, all on the call. Guys, we're coming off a big one. What are we expecting for the guys' game?
I'm hopefully expecting more of the same. Some first half magic and then followed up and try to keep them at bay.
We've got a beautiful night here with just a little bit of a south breeze, so that wind is going to be pushing that ball up to the north side of the pitch. So we're definitely expecting a beautiful, beautiful day of the game.
Pre-game show brought to you by Blake Nightingale State Farm at 7304 Northwest Expressway. Our stream sponsors are Simplified Tack and Ship It Sooner. We're going to give you the starting lineups here. First for your Bethany Broncos. Let's go through this. Seth Griner, number 1. Weston Hofar, number 3. Den Jaggards, number 4. Eli Marquez, number 5. Cesar Garcia, number 8. Brian Zalarias, number 9. Cody Martin, number 10. Griffin Tarrant, number 11. Maddox George, number 13. Carter Buck, number 20. And Tony Hernandez, number 21. That's Bethany's starting 11, brought to you by Toro Taxes, 5909 Northwest Expressway in Suite 249. Thanks so much to Toro Taxes for their support of the stream. Happy to be out here doing some soccer. And again, if you were with us for the girls' game, you saw a great thing there. Now, honestly, I haven't seen too much of the guys' squad this year. So the boys are still kind of a mystery to me. I don't know what to expect from this one. We could see anything happen here tonight.
Yeah, absolutely, and that's part of the beauty of the game is when you don't really know what to expect, you can just take everything in like it's the first example of it. So we'll be taking in a lot. Maybe some of the viewers will have had more experience in watching this team play, but as looking down this roster amongst the starting lineup, there's quite a bit of juniors and seniors here, so I expect a lot of these players have played with each other over the past few years. We just have one sophomore in Tony Hernandez, and the rest of the players are juniors and seniors.
It's honestly kind of the exact opposite of what the girls' squad was. They had a lot of freshmen and sophomores, a lot of underclassmen. Hey, what works, works, right?
Absolutely. And I did look up the Bronco boys earlier. They've gotten off to a bit of a slow start. They have only won 2 of their last 7, so I think they're going to try to get it together right here.
They were in the same situation as the girls where they were missing some people to basketball, but now they are back, and one of those, your starting goalkeeper, Seth Griner, he was the starting point guard for the guys' team, and they made a state tournament appearance this year. He's accompanied by fellow basketball players like Denton Jaggers, Cody Martin, Griffin Tarrant. There's a few on this soccer team. You know, everybody at this high school is a multi-sport athlete one way or the other, and
absolutely,
we're just seeing that trend continue here.
Well, that explains the assist numbers for Jaggers.
They have a pretty good connection,
yeah.
I think. Yeah. Hey, 40-minute halves here. It's on the clock now.
Yeah, it looks like the last victory that the Bethany gentlemen have had here was against Claremore, actually out at the Stillwater Cup, where they won 9-1. So they're very capable of putting the ball in the back of the net. But we'll see what we get tonight, as we don't really know a whole lot about this Ada squad. I haven't done much research coming into this match, but we're definitely excited to get to see what today unfolds.
Well, we're gonna learn together, gentlemen.
That we are. By the way, you know what I just realized? You and I are both wearing our Bethany caps. We need to get Chris a Bethany cap.
Yeah, I got to get him one.
Good luck finding one. I've got a gigantic head, so I might need some help.
We got some XLs in that baseball thing over there.
We can find a Bethany helmet.
I need a 2X. I kid you not.
Well, I'm sure the fine coaches and stuff at Bethany will help you out a little bit.
We'll custom order it.
Yeah,
from somewhere.
we got to get you a Bethany and a Tuttle one.
There you go.
You're official now.
All right.
Yeah, you're part of the squad.
They're very nice-looking hats. I will not deny that. So I'd be very grateful if that were possible. But I do have to special order hats all the time, so that's no shame in the game.
We'll figure that out.
Both teams taking the field now. Bethany in the all-black, Ada in the all-white, same as the girls' squad. You'll see Seth Griner again, number 1 right there in blue. This should be a fun one, guys. I'd say, honestly, my thoughts about this one, I'm anticipating a very even match. These two teams have a chance to play each other very closely here today. I think whoever gets that first goal could be the one that winds up ending this thing. I'm not sure about any late game comebacks in this one. I think it's who gets ahead and stays ahead.
Well, that was the same story with the girls team. They got ahead pretty quickly and didn't really look back from that.
Kickoff in today's game is brought to you by Gallegos Mexican Restaurant, 7000 Northwest 23rd Street, and all goals are brought to you by Stan's Plumbing. Stan's Plumbing is at 7000 Northwest 63rd Street. A lot of 7,000s for some reason. Yeah. It's a good number.
All the 7,000s.
It's easy to remember, thankfully.
Hey, yeah, I can remember a bunch of 7,000s.
Well, upon research, I just pulled up the Ada soccer schedule for the boys team, and currently they're 5-1 in their season as of now. The one loss being a 1-0 loss to Durant, and so it looks like they've had a very solid season. So we'll see how this matchup turns out today.
All right, this should be a fun one. Durant, obviously, a pretty big school. Like they're not bad. Bethany's roster being announced here. Their starting lineup currently on the field. Again, starting lineup was brought to you by Toro Taxes at 5909 Northwest Expressway in Suite 249. Don't leave money on the table. Call Toro Taxes 580-275-8933. They're great people over there that we worked closely with in basketball before. No, guys, coming up on the end of the year, right now Bethany has baseball, soccer, track, golf, and stunt in season. And we're at the end of March. There's like pretty much one more month left and then playoffs, and then all of it is over. And then what do we do with ourselves?
Your guess is as good as mine. I know the summer months are generally nice for everybody, but the early summer months are some of the darkest times in my life because I'm a big sports fan, and we get like a month and a half off of really nothing, and it's just going to be torture for me.
That's when you fire up the old game system and figure out your
Well,
own
I
spells.
usually come by the church on Wednesdays and hop on 2K with the kiddos.
That's right.
I usually lose, but it's fine.
I was going to ask who's the best around there at 2K, but it seems like it's not Blake.
Well, not me. I don't play a whole lot of 2K these days.
I don't either.
We usually just hop on the challenges and see what cards we can unlock.
So is 2K the game of choice then, or do you have something else you'd like to play?
Well, 2K and Madden are usually my areas where I shine a little bit. He usually beats me in Madden, and FIFA, it's not even a contest.
Really? I can't believe that one right here.
Yeah, you would have never guessed,
Yeah,
right?
would have never guessed.
I think I may have scored once ever on him.
You haven't.
That's
and
probably right.
And the only reason I know that's not a shot at you is
Oh,
I've
no.
had a standing challenge to any of the adults and students at the church. Is if anybody scores a goal on me, I'll buy them a soda, and I've yet to have to buy a soda. And that's been a goal been a challenge over the last 6 years.
As I've said, I might have scored one. I highly doubt it.
Give me 1 week to figure out how the game works, and then I'll try my hand.
Very fair.
You're probably not going to score on him. He's an expert.
Well, I mean, the last time I played a game like that head-to-head, my buddy wouldn't even let me learn the controls.
Oh, that's rude.
Like, he wouldn't beat up. We were playing the last college football game that was released.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and he kept throwing it into the flat, and I couldn't figure out how to switch players and didn't know what the button was, and he wouldn't tell me.
Yeah, that flat route is rude. I mean, 'cause
Yeah.
you can get that throw off every single snap.
Yeah.
Unless they've patched it, I don't know.
Tell me about it. No.
Well, and one of my best ones was I believe it was Madden 12, if I'm not mistaken. I would pick the Browns every single time,
Ooh,
and
why?
with Josh to the cribs, as they called him,
Correct.
put him on a slant route, he was gone every time.
I guess that's a pretty good reason.
No, everybody was like, "Oh, you're gonna lose." I'd end up beating him 50-0, just with Josh Cribbs.
It's the most realistic version of it, honestly. Speaking of, though, there any church softball leagues or anything like that y'all guys have ever done?
Absolutely. Yeah, I played in church softball league, and I never grew up playing baseball, but I was at a church in Bartlesville, and we played co-ed softball. Had a great time. As I had mentioned while playing or while commentating over the girls' game, I played goalkeeper in college. I got to play third base, and that was right up my alley, and I loved it. They just any of those right-handers, they'd rip it right my way, and I'd snag them, no problem.
Well, with the goalkeeping, those hands are pretty sure.
I mean, it's one of the corners or behind the plate. I mean, that's for my guess. Good to know I was in the ballpark there.
No, you're right on.
Yeah, we tried to get one together a few years ago, but we couldn't get enough people on it.
Well, hey, we just got offered to play in that one up east.
Yeah, we did.
Invite Chris to it.
Up at Arcadia.
Yeah.
Yeah, come on, give me a holler.
Put together an all-star lineup for that one. Don't even worry about it.
First team, all gospel station.
Hey, we're ready to go here in the men's soccer match. Bethany High, Ada High, and we are underway. Bethany will have ball first. So, again, the first time, really, we are getting to see this team at full power this year. And I'm expecting an early start for these Bronco guys. That's Tarrant playing it to the middle here. Let's see what they draw up.
Beautiful through ball. We've already got one in on goal. Can he get a shot off? Defender's on the ground. And it looks like there is a
He's still on
cleared
his feet.
off on the last second.
How many people did Garcia dribble through?
A lot.
Well, at the end of the day, it doesn't matter how many people are on the ground. It matters if the ball went in the back of the goal. And in this particular case, it did not. But early signs that Bethany came ready to play.
Spoken like a real coach right there, Chris.
It's almost like you've done this before.
Bethany on the corner kick. A slicer into the box. That one headed away by Ada. Looks like it's going to roll out of bounds on the near line. Should stay with the Broncos here.
So for our viewers, that's what we call an in-swinging corner kick. So when your corner swings towards the goalkeeper, it'd be in-swinging, and when it swings away from the keeper, it's an out-swinging corner. They each have their own different purposes.
High throw. Bethany gets a couple legs on it. 2 defenders on the current ball carrier, Eli Marquez, or ball handler might be the more apt term. Bethany plays it over all the way to number 4. That's Denton Jaggers. Jaggers down to the corner, has 1 man there. They give it back to number 4. The ball rolls by him as he was defended heavily by the Ada Cougars. About a minute and a half came off the board there. Bethany got essentially 2 looks at the goal. Maybe more like 1.5.
Yeah, a bit of a slower start to this boys' game.
Well,
Fast paced, but a slow start.
well, compared to the girls' game we saw, anything is slower paced. They had 1 goal in 1 minute, I'm pretty sure. So, it's hard to beat that.
It was pretty close to that, yeah.
I'd say the only thing slower pace-wise currently would be the scoreboard. Otherwise, the play has been phenomenal.
Oh, it's been fun to watch.
Foul on Ada. There's the quick free kick for the Broncos. Now let's see what they draw up here, going up the right side this time. There's a high kick sent all the way towards the middle of the field. 1 player there. That's number 9, Brian Zalares. Goes out to the left side, cleared out by Ada. They were 1-on-1 that time with number 21, Tony Hernandez. Hernandez was giving them a run for their money.
Absolutely. I've really enjoyed the vision of the defender over here on the right side, Carter Buck, the senior, wearing number 20. He's been having a great time up here on the right side of the pitch, and he's just been having a really good game so far as we're getting started. But we do have the shot just go wide here. Couldn't see who took the shot there, but the Bethany boys are putting the pressure on the Ada gentlemen.
Now, I will say that is shades of the women's match right there. Off of that throw-in on the far line, they immediately get a shot off of it. Ada kind of playing with fire right there. They got to be able to slow that down. Goal kick from the Cougars. Maybe a chance for their first real possession in Bethany territory. 1 touch, heading towards midfield. And that one rolls out of bounds there on that far side. Maddox George there to throw it in. He'll actually hand it off to Jaggers, who will throw it in. Did that ever come back in play?
I don't know. I couldn't tell.
Well, typically, if a throw-in is thrown and it never gets touched and it goes back out of bounds, the throw-in actually goes the other way from where it was thrown. So it must have been touched at some point.
Gotcha. Ada making a run for it deep in Bethany territory. Bethany's defense holds on some great backline play right there. Was that Buck again?
Yeah, absolutely it
It
was.
was.
And that was a phenomenal run down to clear that.
About 4 minutes have come off the clock here early on in this game. Thanks everybody who's tuning in. The Broncos and the Cougars going at it tonight. Now, I believe we're getting a corner kick here. No, just throw
just
in.
A really long throw in.
Really long throw in.
A coach would love, any coach would love to have what you would call a long throw specialist, and that was definitely the case.
1-on-4 look here. Bethany's still managing to maintain possession of the ball. There's a nice pass up the right side. Can it be kept in play? It looks like it just got past Cody Martin. Yeah, we're going with Ada.
Only 5 minutes passed, but it's been a very up and down game.
Throw in, touch. Tarrant gets a touch on it himself, but it's going right back to the white jerseys. Now Ada plays the ball up the middle. Good defense, a lot of grabbing, no whistles blown. Bethany plays it to the back line. They'll kind of reset the flow of this one, take full control here. Buck up the right. There's Martin again. Martin looks back behind him, going right back to 2-0. Bethany didn't like what they saw. Buck, 1 defender pressuring, now 2. Able to get past them both. Tried to send the ball at the middle. Ada got a leg on it somehow. Tried to find Tarrant. He nearly took a foot to the face, but we're good. Ada trying to come down with it, trying to put on some offensive pressure here on Bethany's own territory. There's a little bit of a shot right there, and Bethany gets it back. Tarrant sends a scorcher upfield. Foot race, 2 men to beat, and Ada going to play it all the way down to the corner. Let's see if they can get this out of trouble. The Cougars able to get it up to about the 25-yard line on Snooze football field. Now Tarrant over to his left, has 1 player there. Was trying again to find Zilla Reyes. A lot of contact down that corner. I can't see who's going down. That appears to be number 21, Tony Hernandez. And it's sent out of play. It looks like it was last touched by Hernandez. Ada gets ball back deep in their own territory. Throwing goes up that far line and immediately sent right back out of bounds. Looks like it was last touched by a black jersey. Hey, thanks to some of our sponsors. Let's shout out Simplified Tech Solutions, 4221 North MacArthur Boulevard here in Moore Acres. They're actually right east of Bethany High School. Super easy to find. Eric over there at Simplify. He'll take care of any tech needs you need. So thanks to Eric and Simplify. All right, so Bethany has ball back, guys. Trying to break this 0-0 deadlock. They've been playing it up the right side a lot. They've got 2 players up ahead. Martin couldn't come down with anything, but now Tarrant has it middle of the field. Goes over to his left, now up the midline. There's a pass up ahead to Zella Reyes. He's trying to play it back. Plenty of white jerseys there in the way, and Ada's able to at least clear it back towards midfield, though it's not out of their side of the pitch. Nice move, some good dribbling here. Could see a shot taken.
Great
It's
strike.
saved one.
Follow up, and it's a goal for Bethany. Looks like the goal was followed up by Brian Zellareyes there.
I mean, we had called his name a lot. He had been getting a lot of chances. It was only a matter of time right before one of them found home.
The goalkeeper really made a great save there by the initial strike, but Brian ran up on it and was really anticipating the goalkeeper not being able to hold on to that thunderbolt of a strike, and he was spot on as the ball spilled out, and he had no problem finishing it.
So Zella Reyes finds goal number 1 on the night, puts Bethany up 1-0. That goal brought to you by Stan's Plumbing, 7000 Northwest 63rd Street. Thanks so much to Stan's. Call 405-721-5100. Well, now Ada's got to find an answer. They're playing from behind. You know, Mike Hall was whoever goes up first is going to have a pretty good chance to stay up in this one. But Ada's got to prove me wrong now.
Absolutely. How the game has started off so far, we've seen Bethany have most of the possession of the ball. And typically in most of this sport, when you have the vast majority of the possession, you'll find yourself oftentimes winning the game. But at the end of the day, it's not about possession. It's about how many goals you put. But as of current, Bethany's holding that lead 1-0.
Maddox George, with heavy resistance, able to keep up with the stellar defense right there deep in his own territory. There's Buck on the right side. High pass way upfield into Ada territory. Zella Reyes has one man in front of him and just cleared out by the Cougars.
That's what we call no-nonsense defending right there. Sometimes it's necessary.
That was number 22 in white. Find his name real quick. Here we go, Gabriel Velasquez, yes.
Yeah, that was my job whenever I played soccer. If the ball comes to you, just get it somewhere else.
I mean, I feel like that's soccer in its most base form anyways.
Well, I didn't know the first thing about soccer, so that's what Coach told me to do.
Yeah, I was kind of like that in basketball, I guess.
Give it to the guys who could make a play with it.
Pretty much. Yeah, they hand off to me, top of the key, I bounce pass down low. That was the one thing I was supposed to do.
Looks like we're gearing up for a long throw here, and we sure are. Immediately cleared away.
Both teams trading these headers back and forth here. Finally, Martin comes down with a little bit of possession, sends one well to the other side. He's got a man there. That's 21, Tony Hernandez. Hernandez plays it back out high, sees Garcia. Garcia all the way back towards midfield, and we're playing it all the way back.
Yep, they're going to reset the play and start back in their own half to be able to open up the space a little bit and allow their teammates to find their own space.
Not sure about that one. Looked like a missed touch there from Maddox George. Gets a throw in for Ada. Cougars now deep in Bethany territory. One of the Broncos a little bit shaken up. Bethany will at least get ball back here, and I don't see any weird things happening here. No stoppages of the clock. Slide tackle there from the Cougars, sent it out of play. They were defending against the run from number 3, Weston Hofar. One of the first times we've called his name tonight. A junior on this squad. Of course, one of the starting midfielders. Tarrant, looking in the face of 2 defenders, plays it back. Buck up to Hofar. Hofar sends it to the middle of the pitch. There's one defender there, but he doesn't beat it to the spot. The possession continues for the Broncos. Tarrant wants the ball down to the corner, has Martin ahead of him, and another ball cleared out, this time off the goal line, so we'll have corner kick. Score remains 1-0 here. Bethany High leads over Ada High if you're just now joining us. We're live on the gospelstation.com Sports and Talk and GSN Sports and Talk on YouTube. Corner kick taken. This is number 5, Eli Marquez. High one headed back towards the goal. Bethany trying a lot of fancy stuff here. Slow dribbler picked up.
Yeah, clearance just came off the side foot of the defender there, and luckily luckily for Ada, the goalkeeper was ready for it.
Ada escapes another dangerous situation without giving up anything. The score remains 1-0 for the Broncos. Cougars still only trail 1. I mean, for their comeback attempt, I mean, that's where you want to stay. You really don't want to see this get any further than 1 for the Cougars. Buckling to his right has Martin ahead of him. That's where he goes. Martin, looking up the right side, has Tarrant in front of him. Bethany working to get it past midfield now. Here we go on a little bit of a run up the middle of the pitch. Tarrant has it past one defender, sends a pass up ahead. Ada gets a leg on it. Can they clear it out in time? Awkward deflection heading towards the goal and picked up by the opposing goalkeeper.
I think the coach and Chris was a little upset about that.
Not necessarily upset. It's just it got borderline to being a pass back. And when a defender passes back to the goalkeeper, a goalkeeper's not allowed to pick it up. But that is to the referee's discretion. If it was considered to be a deflection as opposed to a pass, then the goalkeeper is able to pick it up. And so, according to what the ref thought it was more of a deflection than an intentional pass to the goalkeeper.
I see.
Handball there. Saw that one from up here. If it means anything, I thought it was a deflection. It has ball to free kick here off that handball. Going to immediately pile bodies right at the top of the box. There's the kick and straight into the waiting arms of Seth Griner.
Yep, sure hands there.
Well, he does that in pretty much every sport he plays. Don't even worry about it. Basketball, football.
Nice little fair catch by the by the goalkeeper.
Much.
Trust me, I wish there was such thing as a fair catch. Had many of collisions due to there not being such thing as a fair catch.
Well,
great run here on the left wing.
This is Eli Marquez all the way down to the corner. 2 players in front of him. Trying to get it. Looks like he got to number 9, Zilla Reyes. He goes back out. There's the cross into the box. One header.
Oh, I thought he had
header
that.
Just went just wide. What a perfect cross, and just skimmed off the backside of his head.
That would have been maybe the goal of the century. Broncos still lead 1-0. Now applying the defensive pressure deep in Ada territory. Cougars trying to get this back up towards midfield. They're dealing with number 3, Weston Hofar, who's been moving very quick side to side here. Number 3 applying a lot of pressure. Both teams going up on that far line. Ada gets a throw in off of it. Well contested by the Broncos, and it's out now on Ada. They'll switch it to Jaggers. Jaggers fires in a fastball way down to the left corner. It sees Zilla Reyes. Ryan Zilla Reyes dribbling past a couple defenders, plays it back once. Ada able to clear that ball out. We'll have another throw in. Expect Jaggers to do the same thing?
Possibly so. And speaking of fastball, I know you mentioned that. We just had a baseball player come up who's in a Broncos uniform, has a little bit of dirt on his chest. So maybe they did have something going on over at the ballpark.
Oh, yeah, that's Brody.
High kick, no good on that one.
Yeah, Brody just smiled up at us.
Well, let's see, it's 8:36 p.m. Their game started at, what, 5?
Something like that. And they were in McLeod, so.
McLeod isn't that far away, is it?
No, I don't think it's more than an hour away.
47 minutes.
There you go.
So, I mean, yeah, they're back by then.
Yeah.
So it was a quick game.
Came right back to support the soccer boys. Gotta love that. Oh, we're right back in. If we can get a shot on target. No, what great defending there by the Ada defender. I didn't catch his number.
I think that was number 5 right there for Ada.
I believe you're right, and that would be
That looks right.
Bryce Wood.
Bryce Wood.
Here's a shot on the goal.
Oh, there it is.
Right.
What a
Oh.
strike.
Goal number 2. I believe that was Eli Marquez.
I didn't get a good view of that. What just happened?
Well, pretty
The
much.
camera got a good view, but I didn't.
The only thing I could say there is Marquez got a deflection right to him from straight away, and he didn't miss.
Yeah, Eli Marquez, if I am understood correct, he was the one that caused the first goal in his shot that ended up in a deflection. So he's definitely been a handful for these Ada defenders today.
2-0, the Broncos lead here about halfway through the first half. A little bit of contact, a little bit of shoving. Ada threads it through the legs of Martin. That's going to be out on the white jerseys.
We call that a nutmeg, but nutmegs only count if you maintain possession after, so otherwise it's just for show.
It's been a long time since I've heard the word nutmeg.
Depending on what part of the world you're in some areas they call that pana. It's a style of the game. Oh, we have a shot, and it just dragged off of the left foot wide.
Believe it or not, that was Ella Reyes again.
I don't believe you.
Yeah, Brian Zellarez has definitely been causing some mayhem amongst the two center backs there. He's been scrapping for every chance of the ball that he can get, and he had that opportunity because of his relentless pressing. And that's something I've always coached and have been coached to myself, is pressing starts with your front line. So if you are a pressing team, if you have a striker that is willing to press, then that is a really, really good start.
As a junior, he's been doing it for a little bit too. He knows what he brings to the table. He knows what he can and can't get away with. Makes him all the more dangerous. See what happens here. Ada currently has possession, but there's again the one, the only number 9 playing a lot of hot defense. So Reyes is not giving them much room to breathe at all.
Yeah, typically you don't see all that much effort from a single striker up there, but Brian Zellarez is definitely doing multiple people's jobs by himself. That's something that a coach just has to love.
I think if we asked Coach Williams, he would say the same. See what's going on down that corner. It's right where it's hard for me to see.
If I'm understood correct, it looks like we're preparing for another long throw in into the box.
Jaggers launches it high towards that far corner, immediately headed out by Ada. All clean on that one. A textbook header there out of the box. See. Fight for control down that far corner. Looks like it's Tarrant going one-on-one with the Cougar. And looks like the Broncos will get ball here, if I'm not mistaken.
You're correct.
Quick throw and going right back to Tarrant. Let's see what he does. At about the 10-yard line on, again, the football dimensions. Tarrant gets past 2, takes a hit from behind. One player there to support. That's Tony Hernandez again in that far corner. Hernandez bullied out of bounds and sticks with the Broncos once more.
Yeah, so in that he shielded his body against the defender to let the ball roll out so they could maintain the possession for this long throw.
Jaggers gets a throw in. Poorly touched by Ada. Could see a shot.
Just
off to
wide.
the right.
Wide right. Zellarez, I believe, got the swing on it.
Yep, and they're going to call a deflection on that as well, so that's going to turn itself to a corner kick.
Ooh, lucky break there for the Broncos. Let's see if they can take advantage of it. Looks like Martin, no, it's going to be Eli Marquez to take this corner.
Arguably a lucky break for Ada, as that could have easily been a goal if it wasn't deflected.
Marquez on the corner kick. Quick touch, looks like.
Good hands by the goalkeeper there to land on it.
Nothing you can say there. Just good defense. It's like it's his job.
You can use your hands. You might as well do it.
Those are my favorite because that's a fly ball back to the other side of the field. Now 19 and a half left to go in this first half. Good defense so far from the Broncos, trying to play towards midfield. Tarrant comes streaking in out of nowhere, trying to get past two defenders. Lots of contact, and finally the whistle blown. Ada obviously not a fan of that call.
It was a little gentle, but the harrying from behind, it just knocked the ball carrier off kilter. It's a foul.
Garcia looking right side.
Oh.
Well, I mean, technically a shot from Carter Buck.
And quite a bit of speed with him as well. Got to love that burst of energy that he had coming up the right.
Ada's still down 2 here, still scoreless through the first. It's been a slightly different developing game than the girls, but ultimately a similar result through this first half. A lot of time spent on Ada's side of the pitch, not a lot of time spent on Bethany's.
Yeah, for Coach Williams, between the first game with the girls and we are halfway through the first half with the boys here, you have to figure that he is quite pleased with how these games have come to be. There's still quite a bit of soccer yet to play today.
Marquez 1-on-2 here. Going to play it back right to number 3, Weston Hofar. Hofar to Tarrant. Tarrant, one player to his right. He's going to take it himself. Scanning, sees somewhere to go. Gives it upfield. Here's Garcia. Garcia has you-know-who.
And De La Reyes is in there again.
Zella Reyes. Zella Reyes back over to the middle. Tarrant has a one defender on him. Nice little screen right there. He's going back and forth, and finally it rolls out of bounds. Looks like it's last touched by Ada.
Got a substitution here. Looks like Jessler Zella Reyes is going to be coming on.
He does replace his brother.
Let's see if this one can do it a little something.
Jagger's on the throw-in. He's going to give it right to Zella Reyes. Nice touch. Attempted shot deflected by Ada. Bethany plays it out of the box, and
Off the left upright.
It's a doink.
No double doink this time, but
I mean, we've seen a couple that have hit the post, but that was a textbook doink.
a true doink.
Ada, off of the goal kick, immediately has it back on their side. These black jerseys just swarmed the soccer ball. Here's Martin going over to his left. He hits Marquez. Marquez now over to Garcia. Garcia down to the right side. Martin has it again. Nice pass down to the corner. Marquez trying to make something happen out of it. Excuse me, that's Garcia. Garcia along the baseline, popped up and brought down by the opposing goalkeeper. Thrown towards midfield. Ada has a little bit of green to work with. A little bit of room to run. One defender to beat right now. Able to get it over to the right side. They'll play it over further to the corner. One man ahead.
Yeah, some great feet there from Ada.
That was some fancy footwork right there.
Edwin Vasquez from Ada just had some great footwork.
Let's see, the ball went out of bounds on the goal line. Looks like it was off a deflection, so corner kick here for the Cougars. Is this their first one of the night so far?
I believe it is.
I think so.
I mean, no better time like the present for the Ada Cougars. See if they get something off of it. Here's the corner. Oh, how about that? A little short play. It's fed to the top of the box, and that's a big swing going high and wide outside.
Put a little too much juice on that one.
Typically, when you have a shot that has that much amount of power and you see it lift over the bar, that's typically the result of a player who's leaning back a little too much. If you're wanting the ball to drive fast and low, you need to put your chest over the ball, which is a lot easier said than done.
It has it about midfield, going up the left line. Play back towards their defensive backs, kind of doing that same reset the offense look. High pass, way upfield. Jaggers there, able to steal it away. Now a long kick back the way it came. It's Zella Reyes, number 2, fighting for it.
And the Zella Reyes boys are putting their fingerprints on this all over this game.
Absolutely, and it's all down to effort there as well. That throw-in should have easily gone Ada's way, but Zella Reyes stuck his leg out and made it deflect off of the defender in the last bounce.
Another ball deep in Ada territory, sent right back towards midfield. Bethany going to return the favor. See if the Broncos can get anything drawn up off of this. Zella Reyes has it at about the 10-yard line.
Broke his own ankles.
Goes up ahead to the corner. Bethany going to play it slow. They go back out. Now there's a low shot. Try to get into the box. A lot of contact. One black jersey goes down and Ada defends.
Heavy tackle there, but all ball. Long ball by Ada, swiftly followed by the Bethany defenders. Comes safely to the hands of Bethany's goalkeeper.
And he saved that from going out. I don't know if y'all heard, but the goalkeeper was like, oh, my fault.
Zella Reyes, back right corner, takes his shot. Crossed over.
Oh, he was trying to cross that.
Yeah. Incredible cross field cross. Just a little bit too much speed.
Hey, he fooled me. I didn't even see Tony Hernandez coming on that left side.
Yeah, I didn't see that run at all.
That's what we call a backdoor pass. That is a goalkeeper's worst nightmare. An unmarked backdoor runner. Big credit to the Bethany boys here as they are fighting into the wind this half. They've been able to maintain quite a bit of the possession and majority of really the best opportunities for attacking towards goal. They may find that as they are running with the wind rather than into it next half, maybe a little bit less tiring as well.
And they got about 12 minutes till that happened. So
that's right. Good run out here from Griner as he went or picked up the ball.
Now, since you were a goalkeeper, you can answer this question here. When is the appropriate time to leave the box versus when it's not?
Sure. Yeah, and that's really situational as well. It's really comes down to whether you think you can beat the runner to the ball. If you're able to come out of your box, obviously you're not able to pick up the ball once you're out of your box. But also another thing you have to really keep in mind when you leave the box is if you don't beat the attacker that's coming towards the ball and you somehow manage to foul them, majority of the time you'll receive a direct red card in the process. So that is a very rare and risky thing to do, but if you feel confident in your own speed and in the timing of where the ball is and where the attacker's coming, that's your time to shine.
So on my watch, my mother just texted me that I cheated because I got my buddy Chris here to help on this call. Shout out, Mom. Thanks for watching.
Oh, what a ball here. Okay, goalkeeper was hot off their line. They got and picked it up.
That was Griffin Terry trying to make something happen there. I'd agree right there. A good pass upfield.
Shout out Mrs. Youngblood.
That's right. Yeah, she watches most of these, so big shout out to Mom.
That's a proud mama right there.
Mom, it's not cheating. It's using my resources.
Taryn has again. Nice
Great
move
touch.
there.
There you go.
Splits the ball.
Oh, get there.
This should be an
Get there,
opportunity on
Delariz.
goal if it didn't get too wide. And it did.
Oh.
That's a penalty.
There it is.
They gave it to him.
I was wondering if he was going to get a penalty for that.
Yep, he pushed the ball out wide just in the last minute to get trampled on. Let's see who the Bethany gentlemen have coming up to take the penalty. As of right now, it looks like Eli Marquez may be taking the strike, but not always does the person walking up with the ball end up taking the shot. Sometimes that's a mind game, but it does look like Eli will be taking it today.
That, I guess, was our first foul inside the box all night.
That's right.
Crazy to say at this point.
And I'll ask a question after this.
All right, let's see if Marquez has it. 10:24 is where the clock stopped. 2-0 lead, trying to make it 3-0. Marquez lines it up.
Waiting on the referee's whistle.
All right, here we go. His attempt.
There it is.
Got it.
Driven low and to the left. The goalkeeper went off to his left, whereas the ball went to his right. So probably got caught out by Eli's eyes. He might have thrown the goalkeeper off. I tell you, as a goalkeeper, that is a nightmare position to be. It's not very often you do make a save, but when you do, you get to be the hero.
And I was actually going to ask about that. Tell us what it's like to be on that island on the penalty kick.
Honestly, as a goalkeeper, it's a win-win because nobody really expects you to block that shot. On the occasion that you do, you get to come off as an absolute hero for your team. But there's a lot of technicalities that go into being a good shot stopper on a penalty kick, and it's a very, very difficult skill.
Is it a little more guessing or reading what they're doing?
Well, very much so, quite a bit of reading. But if you have a skilled shot taker, they know how to make you think that they're going to go in a different direction, and a lot of that comes down to hips. If you watch the eyes, you will lose.
It's not like Al Pacino said, "The eyes never lie."
The eyes will lie in this particular case in the penalty shootout. Yes.
Or that was Don Corleone. Excuse me.
Funnily enough, that thing you mentioned about the hips, that is consistent across pretty much every sport.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Shakira said it best, actually.
The hips don't lie.
Very true.
The rest of her might, but her hips don't.
And listen, for a long time, she was married to a World Cup winner in Gerard Piqué, so she knows a thing or two about soccer. In fact, she wrote a song for the World Cup when it
She did. That was a big hit for a while.
That's right. It still is. Come on now.
I mean, Shakira's my girl. You know that.
Eli Marquez down the corner. 3-0 lead. Do they make it 4-0 here, Marquez?
Great ball in the middle.
Oh.
Good clearance out.
Looked like Jaggers went up for the header, but they're trying to keep this in play. They will get a couple touches on it. Ada returns with a header of their own and sends it back towards midfield. Now the white jerseys trying to make something happen up the near line. They couldn't come down with it originally.
Good stop.
They won't have it here. Hofar over to his left. He had number 14, Rory Nowlin. Got it right past 1-4. Nowlin tosses it over. Here's a throw in on that far side. A little bit of contact. Let's see what this is out on. Looks like it is going to be Zella Reyes. Going Ada's way. High throw in. Another pop up right there. Both teams trade a couple touches. Zella Reyes comes away with a little bit of room. Sees Marquez to his left. Marquez along the goal line, dribbling through multiple.
Great control.
Goalkeeper comes
And
out.
it should
There's
be
a
a
shot.
goal.
There it is.
Yep, the dribbling took the goalkeeper out of the equation, so when the ball fell to the goal scorer's foot, there was a wide open goal.
And who else but the brothers Zella Reyes?
Gotta love that.
I mean, it's kind of what I said the first time. You give them enough chances, and eventually something nice is going to happen.
Phenomenal footwork down the goal line to walk through the defenders and pull the goalkeeper out of their position. So the finish was made nice and easy for Zella Reyes there.
Great setup.
Yeah, Marquez was absolutely lights out on that. All goals brought to you by Stan's Plumbing, by the way, 7000 Northwest 63rd.
Yeah, that fancy footwork just led to a real easy one.
Yeah, Marquez has been more than just a set-piece specialist. I mean, we've seen his phenomenal free kick. His kick ability from the corner kicks as well as from the penalty spot. But goodness gracious, his feet, his footwork has just been great, and his passing ability as well.
That feet work, as they say.
I hope they do.
Oh,
that's a pullback. Easy, boys.
See Tarrant throwing up his hands. I'm not doing anything.
A little early in the game. Sometimes you may see a yellow card come there, but it was a little bit gentle.
I was wondering when they were going to call that. I saw him grabbing him for 5 yards before that.
Listen, when you're running ahead and you see green grass, no one likes to be pulled from behind. It's not a good time.
Battle for possession over on that far line. It's sent out off of who appears to be Ada.
Well,
There
we
it
had
is.
this small pause. I'll tell my quick goal story. So I was very young, high schoolish, my 1 year of soccer. I didn't do anything all year. I was a defender, and basically my entire job was whatever number I was told, that's where I went. And as soon as they got subbed out, I got subbed out, kind of like that situation. And very last game of the year, I I get the ball, nothing but green in front of me. I take off. My coach didn't like that very much, but I took off. Everybody got confused because oh, 1 second.
Throw in top of the box. Potential shot taken here. Tarrant didn't get enough of it. Saved by Ada.
But anyway, so I I just took off, saw nothing but green in front of me. Hit the ball as hard as I could, and for some reason, I don't know why, Chris kind of alluded to it earlier, but goalkeeper kicked it, hit me right in the dome, went over his head and into the goal.
You deflected it for your own goal off
Yeah.
of your own shot.
Yep.
Huh.
Honestly, you typically see those kind of goals as own goals, where a goalkeeper clears it and his defender's face is what blocks it back into the net. But
So
hey, you take what you can get,
on the stat sheet, I'm 1 for 1.
but none with your feet.
Hey, that doesn't matter. It found the back of the net. That's all that matters.
Back of the correct net at that.
Exactly.
We've got an injured Ada player down right at the 50-yard line. Looks like they're going over to check that.
Clock stops with about 5:36 left to go. Let's take a short break here on the Gospel Station Sports and Talk. Thanks again to some of our sponsors, including Aloha Shaved Ice over on the corner of Council and Northwest 39th Expressway. We'll be back right after this. You don't have to look very far to find a dependable roofing contractor because Myers Roofing is committed to quality roofing systems, excellent customer service, and is all local right here in Bethany. Myers Roofing is licensed, insured, and all work is guaranteed. You can rely on Myers Roofing to take care of your next roofing project, and once you do, you'll understand why our customers keep coming back. Residential roofing, commercial roofing, specialty, tile, maintenance, and repair. Myers Roofing does it all. Call 405-787-7433. That's 405-787-7433.
Ours really doesn't. I mean, it covers, like, you have to go to the Bethany public school thing to.
Yeah, for those wondering, we're talking about the conclusion of the baseball game earlier today, trying to find a score update on it. Haven't found anything yet. Yeah, I don't know when Max Preps or Squirtle or anything like that updates. Honestly, your best bet is probably the Bethany Facebook page.
That is true. I didn't think about that.
All right, well, we're back in play here. The clock has resumed running. Bethany immediately has it down in that far left corner. There's a nice header going into
What
the
a
net.
header.
Nice.
I mean, that's from the 18-yard line. That's an extremely difficult header to be able to loop one over the goalkeeper there.
Weston Hofar. You knew we were going to get him at least once tonight on something like that. A quick 5-0 game.
And what a shot.
That goal brought to you by Stan's Plumbing, 7000 Northwest 63rd Street, 405-721-5100.
And it took these boys a little bit to wake up, but now they're up 5-0. Still 5 minutes left, and a whole nother half to play.
Yeah, that's probably the best way to explain it. A slow start, but now an offensive avalanche. Still 5:26 about left to go.
A stampede by these Broncos, if you will.
See what you did there. Ada has now found themselves down big. This game has since ballooned on them. Feels like they are in dire straits coming up on halftime.
And another Zellerius getting in on the action.
Yeah, Jessler Zellerace just ran across the entirety of the pitch to put a foot in on a pass. Just absolute effort.
Yeah, I'm not in shape enough for that, but
Neither am I.
I'm not anymore.
I can barely do a half-court 3-on-3 basketball game.
they're in high school. They're supposed to be.
Yeah, I could run all day back then too.
Ada trading a couple of touches around. Bethany trying to come down with it. They've got number 8, Cesar Garcia, on ball. He eventually loses it. Ada trying to go up the right side now. Send a pass upfield, but Maddox George is there to defend. Now we have a chance for Eli Marquez to send it up somewhere. He's got a man running along the left line. The whistle was blown. Looks like it snuck out of play. Throw in from the Ada Cougars. They launch one high, and it's Mealy headed back towards midfield. Bethany trying to come down within. They will get it cleanly right at the SNU logo. Long pass up ahead. Zellerea is there. He's also assisted by Camden Matthew. Ball goes out of bounds on the right line, and Matthew appears to be the one who will throw it in. No, looks like Dan Jaggers is going to come and replace him. Well, that's been the tried and true strategy. Anytime you get a throw in, just give it to Jaggers so we can launch it.
Like I said, if you have the capability of a long throw specialist, these are the areas that you want to be using them in.
Let's see the throw.
Looks like referee has to have some words with one of the players here before he resumes play.
That looks like maybe a uniform issue.
It seems to be. Typically what you find in those is maybe shin guards aren't to regulation. So it's hard to know from where we are right now, but there is a swift substitution.
This is taking time off the clock. That has not stopped. 2:45 now left to go. All right, now we'll see the throw in. Jaggers fires. Top of the box, immediately headed out by Ada, and Bethany can't keep it around. Foot race for it. Traded blows back to back, and looks like Bethany might have it. Yeah, and Bethany wins it. Maddox George.
He slid in at the end there and caused a foul. So you'll find a free kick here for Bethany.
I'm just impressed with the defense by 1-3 in black. One-on-one there, going the opposite way. If he gets by him, there's a lot of room on the other side.
Yeah, Maddox George just did a great job there.
2 minutes left to go in the first. Ada has ball. Running out of time here in the first 40 minutes to do something. They've got it on Bethany's half of the pitch. They've got to make something here. There's a pass upfield. They've got a man down in the corner. A little bit of pushing and shoving on Carter Buck. Buck's still fighting with him.
Yeah, it looks like, Carter Buck, who's normally on the right side of the pitch, came all the way across the field to defend that spot, and he did his job, and he did it well.
Defense holds for the Broncos. A little bit of heroics here. Ada trying to make something happen offensively. 3 defenders on ball. Played out to the left side. Now they're going to go back towards the back line. 1:10 left to play.
They only got about 70 seconds to get something done.
Ada off the deflection, gets it back. They're going up the left side. One-on-one matchup here. Weston Hofar has to try and beat him. There's the grabbing again. Hofar blocks out, and it's a sliding grab by Seth Griner.
That was a perfect shield job here by, I believe that was Weston Hofar, who was just doing a great job of shielding off the attacker and allows the goalkeeper, Seth Griner, to get over to it.
.35 seconds left to go. Bethany could have time for one more.
And all they go. Oh,
Great
there
ball.
we go.
Maybe in.
Here we go. Matthew has a chance.
Oh.
Yep.
Couldn't quite get there.
His best opportunity to put that towards goal would have been to hit that first time, but I will tell you, after a dead sprint, it's a little bit hard to have that much control.
Countdown has started. And nothing happened on the throw-in. That'll take us right to half.
Yep, Griffin Tarrant had to put one on target just before the half blew.
Good shot on goal. Just fell right into the goalkeeper's hands.
All right, so that does it for the first half of play. Bethany leads 5-0, on pace for a big win over the Ada Cougars. Thanks to Pizza Hut down at 6808 Northwest 23rd Street in Bethany. Call 405-789-8686. Pizza Hut with their brand new carry-out deals. You can get a dinner for the whole family without breaking the bank. We'll be back after a short break for our halftime show, brought to you by Blake Nightingale State Farm.
We kind of want to show off our trailer today. We offer a lot of services all around the metro. We go within 130 miles.
Recently did a house that was 70 to 80 feet. We did it in 2 days, no trouble with shooting it. We were in and out, make sure the customer was really happy with the work.
With liner, it's trenchless, it's headacheless. Any old cast iron, any orange bird, any clay pipe that's pre-existing inside or outside, we can go in and completely reline the inside of that pipe. It turns it all into one solid pipe. You never have to worry about root intrusions. You never have to worry about settling or bellying. Overall, it's a really good product. Everything comes guaranteed. We do make it as trenchless and as headacheless as possible for you guys. Thank you.
Name brands and more for less at Victory Mattress Outlet. Welcome to Victory Mattress Outlet, 7101 Northwest Expressway in Oklahoma City. Family-owned and operated Victory Mattress Outlet has options for every budget, like quality 10-inch beds to high-end luxury mattresses fit for a king. You're the winner here. Shop pillows, protectors, bedroom sets, and more. And remember, the friendly people at Victory Mattress Outlet can help deliver, assemble, and set up your mattresses and furniture. Call 405-510-6988 and never pay retail price for top brands again. Victory Mattress Outlet, 7101 Northwest Expressway, 405-510-6988. That's 405-510-6988. Victory Mattress Outlet, where your best night's sleep costs less. Well, ladies and gentlemen, spring is here. And when you need help with all your tools, lawnmowers, and more, Evans Hardware out here in Midwest City is the place to be. 1021 South Douglas Boulevard. In the springtime, lawnmower maintenance is more important than ever. And Evans Hardware is the place to go for all your lawnmower maintenance tools. They've got seat repair, they've got brand new handles, blade sharpeners, and cleaners, and of course new belts line the walls as well. Remember, when you need lawnmower maintenance, power tools, stuff for the garden, and everything in between, Evans Hardware in Midwest City, 1021 South Douglas Boulevard is the place to go. Do it best here at Evans Hardware.
C&J Sporting Goods at 6604 Northwest 38th Street has been serving Bethany and the Metro for over 30 years, with 3 generations ready to serve you with the best shopping experience of product knowledge and customer service anywhere, with a wide selection of guns, ammo, ear and eye protection, law enforcement equipment, hunting, camping, and survival gear. If they don't have it, they will order it for you. Veteran owned and family operated. Call 405-789-8102. C&J Sporting Goods. At the home of the Gotta Have It, you'll find Apple Tree Antique Gallery, located in the heart of downtown Bethany at 6740 Northwest 39th Expressway. Enjoy spacious shopping with up to 77 unique vendors across more than 10,000 square feet, offering everything from jewelry and clothing to one-of-a-kind treasures and so much more. Don't miss our third Friday weekend specials every month. And yes, we're open Sundays. Call us at 495-0602. Apple Tree Antique Gallery in Bethany, home of the Gotta Have It.
Ship it sooner at 210 North Mustang Mall Terrace is your packaging and shipping headquarters for Mustang and the surrounding area, using all major carriers. Sign up now for your private mailbox and enjoy the benefits a post office box does not offer. Faxing, printing, copies, notary service, and passport photos. Ship It Sooner is locally owned and operated. Call 405-256-6264 or go to shipitsooner.com.
Halftime here of the Bethany Soccer match between your Bethany High Broncos and the Ada High Cougars. Currently a 5-0 lead for the Bethany Broncos in what turned into an offensive onslaught in the first half. Luke, Blake, and Chris on the call with you. This halftime show brought to you by Blake Nightingale State Farm, 7304 Northwest Expressway. Call 405-728-1313 for Blake. He insures home, life, auto, business, and much more, so you're going to want to give him a call. Guys, at halftime, 6 minutes left in our little break here. It was a pretty solid first half, pretty, in control first half for the Bethany Broncos. We once again spent a lot of time on Ada's side of the pitch, and there was some really highlight ball movement, highlight passes, highlight shots. Is there anything Ada can do to slow down this Broncos team right now?
Yeah, I really don't think so, and that's with all due respect to the team that's putting their hearts on the line out there, but the footwork and the passing amongst these young men that from Bethany are just doing such a great job. It's just really hard to keep up with a team that's so in sync with each other, and just a special shout out to Eli Marquez, who's just really running that side of the field right now, not just straight from the midfield, but up down the wings and really creating opportunity after opportunity for his teammates.
And that's what I was about to say with Marquez. He's putting his prints all over this game, kind of like the Zella Reyes boys. He is controlling the ball really well. Some fancy footwork out there led to an assist or two, and again, the Zilla Reyes boys are having themselves a night too. And big shout out also to Carter Buck. He's been doing really well on the defensive end.
Speaking of the Zilla Reyes guys, they were just trying to bottle flip their little Gatorade bottles
Were
into
they?
the holders.
That's awesome.
I don't think any of them either got one, by the way, but just wanted to point that out.
Well, you can't have it all. You get fancy footwork, you can't have hand-eye coordination.
Is that what that is?
I think so. I think so.
I suppose so.
Suppose
Speaking of the Zella
Maybe they
Reyes
do it with their
boys,
feet next.
I want y'all to just imagine the absolute terror of the defenders here that have to face one Zilla Reyes boy after the other. Like, you have the first one go off, and they finally think they're going to get a breather, and then another one comes
Then they hear
on.
Zilla Reyes, they're like, "Oh, come on!"
And they're just getting chased, and it's relentless, and you just get no break whatsoever. And I'm telling you, as a former coach, I envy Sean Williams here. I mean, Coach Williams has just his work just laid out for him in these two young men that have started the press so high up, as I'd mentioned earlier, and they just set the tone for the rest of the team. That is an absolute dream as a coach.
You pointed out one instance where Zilla Reyes ran from the left side all the way over to the right side to get a foot on the pass. I mean, that's something straight out of a horror movie. Like, that guy is chasing you down, no break in it, right? No rest.
Exactly.
That's what
Well,
that's like.
it's kind of like you remember the meme with I think it was 2013, maybe 2014, Heat versus Spurs. Whenever Kawhi checks back into the game, LeBron's like, "Oh, come on." That's what I'm thinking. These Ada boys are thinking whenever they see a Zilla Reyes out there.
I would I would not be surprised if that was the case.
They're like, "Come on, we just got rid of one."
Hey, some other players that have also had a good night. Seth Grider in goal. He hadn't had a lot to do, but every time they've even got, sniffed that side of the pitch, he is on it. Of course, then Jaggers has been on these throw-ins from every side of the field. He's their go-to guy for the long ball right there. He's doing a great job. Of course, you'll see guys like Tarrant and Martin up the middle. I've called out Cesar Garcia a couple of times. Some great individual performances, but they've turned it all into a great team performance so far. And my last question to you guys on this halftime show is, how far do you think this score can climb?
Well, I mean, with some of Jaggers' throw-ins, if it weren't for some aided defenders, they might have a couple more goals on the board. So I think this could balloon potentially to about 8 or 9.
Yeah, I'm in agreement on that. My guess would be somewhere around 7 or 8.
So 7, 8, or 9. That's the guesses here. So we'll see if they can hit that number when we come back from break. About 2:15 left on the clock. We're going to go to one more commercial. Thanks for tuning in to the Blake Nightingale Halftime Show. Remember, Blake Nightingale, 7304 Northwest Expressway, right here in Oklahoma City. We'll be back after this break. And again, thanks to some of our other sponsors like Simplify Tech, Ship It Sooner, Toro Taxes, and Gallegos Mexican Restaurant. We'll see you in a few.
When technology has you screaming at the office, call Simplify Tech Solutions at 405-981-1011. Located at 4221 North MacArthur Boulevard, Simplify Tech Solutions features IT management, business phone systems, manages Wi-Fi, and offers repair and support. Simplify your Wi-Fi before the emotional breakdown by calling Simplify Tech Solutions. Locally owned and operated at 405-981-1011. 405-981-1011. Simplify Tech Solutions. Stan's Plumbing is your locally owned, full-service, licensed, and bonded plumbing company, proudly serving the Oklahoma City Metro for over 30 years. Stan's provides all types of plumbing services like faucet and toilet repairs, sewer repair, and trenchless pipe replacement, water heater repair and installation, both tank and tankless, plus drain cleaning and jetting. All plumbers arrive with fully stocked trucks and can resolve your plumbing problems in a timely manner. Since 1988, Stan's Plumbing has held itself to a higher standard in plumbing. Call 405-721-5100 to schedule your appointment. Stan's Plumbing, Valley Service, in a dirty business. 405-721-5100.
The parking lots are full because it's always a celebration at Toledo's Mexican Restaurant in Yukon at 1227 Garth Brooks Boulevard in the Chisholm Shopping Center. With a traditional flair of Mexican casual dining where your meal always begins with complimentary chips, cheese, and salsa. Then a lengthy menu selection from fajitas, tacos, enchiladas, fish tacos, and so much more. You don't have to be shy at Chilinos. Ask for our daily specials and finish your meal with our sopapilla or pick something from our dessert dessert menu, Oklahomans have chosen Cholino's Mexican Restaurants in Yukon at 1227 Garth Brooks Boulevard in the Chisholm Shopping Center. Call 405-350-2006. M&T Septic and Backhoe is your call for septic installation, pumping, and repair needs. M&T Septic and Backhoe has been installing septic systems for over 25 years. From home builders to homeowners, from old-fashioned septics to aerobic systems and lift stations, give M&T Septic and Backhoe a call at 405-387-9353. A call for all your septic systems, storm shelter, or utility needs, offering free estimates and willing to work with you on all projects. Call 405-387-9353. M&T Septic and Backhoe.
All right, we return from our halftime break. 40 minutes back on the board here in Bethany, Oklahoma. Your Bethany High Broncos lead 5-0 over the Ada High Cougars in tonight's game. Only their second home game of the year, but so far our guys have really put it on these Cougars. With the sun having gone down, it's 9:17 p.m., a nice cool 79 degrees Fahrenheit out here, though it feels a little bit cooler with the wind, of course.
Yeah, it feels quite lovely actually today after our few days of very high wind and hot.
Well, speaking of that
or
wind,
cold.
It's going to be at Bethany's back here for half number 2. They were playing into it all first half. Still managed 5 goals. We think that's going to have a positive impact on half number 2.
Oh yeah, definitely. You get a few of those shots on goal with the wind at your back. You got to put a little bit more velocity on the ball.
I know I made
it
a guess earlier that we would get to either 7 or 8, but I had forgotten about my comments, my own comments even, about the win. So I'll go back up to 8 or 9. I'll agree with Blake.
Okay, so 2 votes for 8 or 9. Okay, I like it. So what happens if we get it versus don't get it?
I'm sure he'll have something for me.
I was right about the last game.
That is true.
All right, so we're looking at what's happening here. Bethany immediately got ball back, threw it in from the right side. Tarrant takes a shot at the goal, just knocked by high. An early shot attempt from Griffin Tarrant, and it was very quick to develop even. Pretty much caught me off guard up here in the box.
Yeah, they made real quick work of that. That was a shot with only 30 seconds.
A good sign of things to come, hopefully.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind an average of 9 per win, 9 goals per win tonight.
All right, so both teams trading back and forth. Now Bethany has it back on Ada's side. Trying to work right over to left. Now they give it up on the left line to Maddox George. George, behind the back move, trying to get past one defender. Has a couple people in front of him. A couple traded shots, and Bethany still has ball. George looking up ahead, finds Tarrant. Tarrant trying to go to the top of the box, batted away, and they pass it to the official right there.
He was wide open.
Here's number 3, Weston Hofar up that right side. A couple quick passes along that line. Ada staying strong. Popped up. No one comes down with the, this is one of those 50-50 balls. Griffin. Tarrant heads it out. And Bethany has it back squarely. Quick pass up ahead. Bethany could make an attempt here. This is number 8, Cesar Garcia. Garcia over back to number 13, George. George looking up ahead, has a man there. We'll call that a pass going left side because he had 2 players in the vicinity. But Ada comes out and smothers that soccer ball.
Yeah, and it looked like he was trying to get that to Tony Hernandez, number 21.
Bethany has not slowed down much on the offensive pressure. They still have possession on Ada's half. But finally, the Cougars get a steal and now a chance to try and make something happen. But not for long, as Maddox George was in the right place at the right time. Put a good touch on it and gets the steal. Marquez looking to his right. Has Hofer.
And Marquez just man that middle trying to get his other guys involved. One thing about him, he's not going to keep the ball for very long. He's going to find his guys.
Ada trying to get it out of their own side of the pitch. A lot of pressure.
They're definitely playing dangerously right here.
Yep, that's Zella Reyes again causing this panic, this chaos. Finally gets a good touch and a steal. Hit Hernandez. Hernandez goes down. Yep. Bethany feels like they're closing in on goal number 6.
Right here, I'm expecting a in-swinging ball from Eli Marquez. So we'll see if he didn't place this somewhat near where the penalty spot is. Would be an ideal spot for a free kick like this.
Probably going to try to find Zella Reyes right over there.
Kick. High towards the
box.
Ooh. I don't think that was even batted away. I think it just bounced out off the post.
Off that.
It came off the post and rolled right back. Didn't touch anybody in the process, so it's out for a goal kick.
35-40 left to go in the second half of play. Bethany still leads 5-0 though, so all the time coming off the clock, better for the Broncos. It's just a matter of time for them.
And the clock is the Broncos' friend right now, so no need to be in any rush.
Just keep this pressure up on the Ada side, and they'll walk out of here with a win.
Absolutely.
Speaking of, could see a good move here. Zella Reyes over to Marquez. Marquez back to number 9, now back to number 5, and Ada able to get it away from their own box.
Yeah, great block from the Ada defenders there, as that ball would have been flying directly into the back of the net.
Bethany will retry the offense.
Through ball.
Zella Reyes
a
up
little
ahead.
bit too inside. Goalkeeper called for it, and defender obliged.
Hofar was the black jersey there running for it. High kick down to the middle of the pitch.
Yeah, I'm starting to lose the ball in the lights here.
Offside here on the play.
Near official saw it, made the call immediately. Gives that ball back to the Broncos. Thanks to Chip and Sooner, 210 North Mustang Mall Terrace in Mustang, Oklahoma. They have those private mailboxes that you can inquire about. A lot of benefits come with those. You can even get them at a discount, maybe. Ship it Sooner, 210 North Mustang Mall Terrace, your local shipping experts. George up the left line. Hits his man Marquez in the middle. Marquez over to Tarrant. Tarrant dribbles past one. Gets a nice ball up ahead.
Great defending there by the Ada defender. But we do have a corner kick for the Bethany gentlemen.
Now, we keep saying great play by the defender there, but how many times can we say that to where it's not an issue that they're only being saved by great play after great play?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, if they weren't making these last-ditch tackles, this scoreline would get much more out of hand than it currently already is.
Corner kick is up towards the middle of the box. Nice header by Jaggers, who goes left.
Just missed.
That was textbook corner there, just a tiny bit wide. The header was great, just a little bit too far to the left.
Well, there's one thing we know Denton Jaggers can do. It's jump.
That is true.
He jumps with the best of them.
He was a good head above the rest of the players that were out there trying to jump for that same ball.
I don't think anybody had more slam dunks than him in the basketball season because he can jump so high.
I used to be able to get up a little bit like that, but my knees are no longer with me.
Oh my.
I thought he had that.
I did too. But on the curl of that right-footed shot, it's always going to curl a little bit towards the left, and sure enough, it curled right into that post.
Ada gets a lucky break, but Bethany plays all the way back to Griner, who will send this back up towards the left side. White jersey gets there in time for a touch, but the defense holds. Jaggers comes away with it. Jaggers up to Garcia, and Bethany now methodically moving the ball up the pitch. We've got the middle of the field. There's the pass up, and Zella Reyes is not going to be able to get to that one in time. But just like that, very quickly, Bethany gets it back on Ada's side of the pitch. No trouble at all, it felt like.
Now in the big leagues, let's say, who would you say has the best headers?
Oh gosh. Well, all-time or current players?
Both.
Okay, so all-time, there's a lot of great, phenomenal headers of the ball. Obviously, Didier Drogba is one of them, definitely known for his leaping ability. Peter Crouch. Being a Liverpool fan myself, I am a little bit biased, but he is a very, very tall man. I believe he was 6'5" or 6", I believe. So he was well taller than most soccer players. And of course, Cristiano Ronaldo, just with his jumping ability, is just a phenomenal header of the ball.
Good stuff.
Corner kick headed in, saved twice in a row. Ada escapes another dangerous situation without giving up anything.
Another question. We got the World Cup coming to us. Who's your team that you're rooting for?
Well, rooting for is a different question to who I'm expecting to win.
Well, we'll do that in a minute.
So rooting, I'm American. That's what we're going for. Do we expect much? Realistically,
well, I root for America till they get eliminated.
Right. Realistically, we don't expect much there. But that being said, a lot of the favorites this year, I would go from France. France is always up there. They always have such a good squad, as well as Spain. England is one that people always really enjoy watching and have high hopes for. They tend to fall short quite a bit, but they do have a good squad this year. But we'll see how the World Cup all pans out to be. That's the beauty of the World Cup, is whoever shows up and plays might move on to the next round.
In the meantime, a ball deep in Ada territory going over towards the corner. Looks like it's a free kick there, not a true corner kick.
Correct.
Kick is up. Goes shallow into the box. Jaggers tries to head it
They're
in.
trying to get those headers.
A quick follow-up attempt from George. Now it's bouncing around outside the box and finally cleared away by Ada. Bethany restarts the offense, trying to go up that right side, trying to find a way to the corner. Plenty of white jerseys in the way. One Cougar goes down and the whistle blown.
Do you have any plans to make it to any of these World Cup games? I know we got one or two in Arlington and one in Kansas City.
Yeah, I've got family down in the Dallas-Fort Worth area who are also soccer fans, and so that is something that we've been trying to put together ever since we had heard about the U.S. hosting quite a bit of these games, especially in Arlington. And I'm no stranger to Jerry World down there in Arlington. So definitely hoping to catch one of the games. Don't even necessarily care about who it is that's playing. I just want to go see a World Cup game. Whether it's group play, knockouts, it doesn't matter to me. I just love to be able to experience that.
Yeah, it's one of those things that I would absolutely love to. The tickets are a bit pricey for my blood, but I really want to go see one.
You just got to go down there and say you're working. Apply for a media pass.
There you go.
Who needs both your kidneys?
I have adult knees now. They don't work.
Shot by Eli Marquez, runs high right.
I got your joke. I just couldn't be forced to laugh.
I know. You usually roll your eyes at me. It's fine.
Oh, I did.
I felt it.
Hey, while we got a second, Hoop OKC. Call 405-448-0099. They got an arcade basketball trailer that they can bring out to your next party. Birthday, event, whatever corporate gathering you got. Call Hoop OKC, again, 405-448-0099. Veteran owned and operated and a big supporter of the Gospel Station Sports and Talk.
Shout out Hoop OKC.
We're not going to have them out at Golden Corral this weekend, but on the 11th, next weekend, we'll see them again.
Oh, I plan to be there for that one.
Bethany has ball down in the corner, trying to free up enough time for a pass or a shot. Couple traded blows back and forth. Now it goes back down to the corner there. We're looking for Tony Hernandez, but it gets past him.
Yeah, just under 15 minutes passed.
Hayden's ball trying to get it back towards midfield.
And it looks like this Broncos team is just trying to do a little bit of keep away here.
I'd say I agree with that. I mean, they're still looking for this goal, obviously.
Yeah, they'd still like to extend the lead, but it looks like they're just trying to kill clock.
26:45 left on the clock here in this game. Thankfully, my stream clock is pretty close to that. Only about like a 3-second difference, thankfully.
That's not too bad.
I think the viewers might allow it.
I hope so.
Gets a text message, you're fired.
It came from your mom.
She's been trying to fire me for about 30 years. Oh.
Blocked right into the wall. Doesn't feel good, but when the wall blocks it, that means you did your job. But doing your job doesn't always feel good.
That's true.
Those soccer balls aren't soft.
No, they are not.
Nope, I got a dent in my head to prove it.
I mean, I've told you the story, my one soccer story before, right? I basically was the same thing. Birthday party for some baseball guys hanging out there where they have a one net set up and we're just taking shots on it. Someone says, get in the goal, try to block it. So we all take turns. I come up, and our big guy, our third baseman, who is a football interior lineman, obviously played the hot corner there. He was a post player in basketball. Goes up as hard as he can, just yells, America, and roundhouse kicks the ball straight to my face.
Yeah, I'm no stranger to a ball or foot hitting my face, as I've had to have reconstructive surgery. One of the joys of being a goalkeeper is you put your body on the line, and there's no joy quite like having your face cleared by your own defender.
Yeah.
So it's a good time, and by that I mean it's not.
Yep.
10 out of 10, do not recommend.
No. But I got a free nose job, so
hey, there you go.
Get what you get.
I didn't get the reconstructive surgery. It broke my phone, not my face. But
God. I'd be curious to hear the part of the story as to why your phone was on your face. But
actually, the ball hit me so hard that I fell backwards onto my rear, and my phone was in my back pocket.
Yeah, that'd do it.
Oh.
I was just lucky I wasn't wearing any glasses.
Looks like we've got a long throw in here for the Bethany boys.
Throw-in takes one hop. Ada gets a touch on it. Couple Broncos go down. There's a potential shot from Eli Marquez, but that one misses too.
Just dragged it wide.
Still able to get a shot off in that situation. Still feels pretty good for the Broncos. With 5-0 lead, any shots they're getting right now, it's just that much closer to a win. Appletree Antique Gallery sits at 6740 Northwest 39th Expressway. Every third weekend of the month, they have a big store-wide sale, and that'll happen again in April. They should also probably be in on that Spring Festival stuff, so keep an eye out for deals there. That's Appletree Antique Gallery.
I tell you what, it's been pretty quiet on the defensive half here for the Bethany Broncos, but something I've noticed here is I'm really not sure if there are many players out here that are quicker than Carter Buck. That he has just a completely different level of speed that's just been really, really neat to watch. But we have quite a good run over here. Looks like the goalkeeper may just get to it.
Just beat Hernandez, maybe by a step.
Yeah, Carter Buck has been outrunning a lot of these Ada defenders or offensive players to get to balls.
2-on-2 matchup here, left line. Ada was trying to win it, but Bethany gets the right touch and sends it back out to Maddox George. George to Jaggers, now over to that far side with Buck. One defender pressing on this. Bethany now, again, taking time off the board. Second help defender comes up for Ada. George tries to dribble past him, goes up left side. A little bit of room to work, now tied up. Ada gets it back, but not for long. Looks like Tony Hernandez came on the help. Hofar up that right side. He's tearing ahead of him. Griffin Tarrant looking to the middle of the pitch. Wanted to get it to Eli Marquez. Whistle blown.
And who wouldn't want to get it to Marquez? I mean, you'll get it right back generally.
You definitely notice quite a bit of the play offensively runs through Marquez, and that is not on accident.
Oh, absolutely not. Anytime you get a guy that touches the ball consistently, there's a reason for it.
Had a ball way out of play. Ada just gets to throw in.
Yeah, it definitely seems like Marquez is the point guard of this whole operation.
He was giving Steve Nash vibes.
Shout out Steve Nash.
Steve Nash is not a person I thought we were going to be shouting out on today's broadcast.
Hey,
actually a phenomenal soccer player.
Basketball was his second best sport.
That's right. Canadian national, but he was a phenomenal soccer player. Just realized he could make more money in the NBA.
Yeah, I've seen some of his highlights playing soccer. He's an animal out there.
Well, let's name another athlete we weren't necessarily expecting to throw out, Dirk Nowitzki. Also a very good soccer player considering he's 7 foot tall.
Huh.
He's actually best friends with the German, really icon goalkeeper, Manuel Neuer.
Interesting.
They've played a few fundraising events together that were just kind of like celebrity games.
You wouldn't think someone that tall would be a really good soccer player.
Honestly, great feet.
Interesting.
But
did he one-leg fade anybody?
Not in this sport.
Oh. I think that'd be cool if he one-leg faded and got a goal.
We'll follow that up and say, not with that attitude.
I believe in him. You just got a one-leg fade and kick the leg. Probably wouldn't work very well, but
20 minutes left to play. Ada finally with ball on Bethany's side, trying to make some sort of offense happen. Immediately sent well away by the Broncos. They're going to chain a couple good passes together.
Oh, good.
Nice touch right there by
Good
Zella
flick.
Reyes.
Oh!
Marquez Zella Reyes.
Put just a touch too much on it.
But you were a fan of how that one was developing.
Yeah,
Both
it
of you were.
was.
Absolutely. Yeah, no, a beautiful out-of-the-air volleyed back heel that lands to where you're wanting to go. It's always an absolute joy to see.
Little almost 1-2 action there.
Here we go again. Marquez has it. This time he goes back over to Weston Hofar. Caesar ahead.
There's a
That's
good
met
back
there.
heel
you
there,
go.
and that's a goal.
Got it.
Caesar Garcia. Believe that's his first goal of the game.
If I
That's
remember right, yeah.
He had a great slotted, finessed shot into the bottom right of the goal there. But honestly, what a great, great pass in from Brian Zella Reyes. I mean, just to find that pass was just an absolute thing of beauty.
After the Cesar Garcia goal, 19-13 left to go in a 6-0 lead for the Bethany Broncos. That goal brought to you by Stan's Plumbing, 7000 Northwest 63rd. Well, guys, we're getting closer.
Almost there. They got time to put 2 more on the board.
19 minutes. It's possible.
Over under 8.5. Don't think there's going to be a mercy rule in play right here, but
No, I wouldn't think so. Not with this game.
Honestly, there very well could have been if not for some really honestly just phenomenal last-ditch efforts from some of the Ada defenders here. But to have last-ditch efforts that were needed requires some good offense, and that's definitely what the Bethany boys here have been offering all night.
absolutely.
No doubt about that one. We could see some more good offense here. A long shot taken, and that one too high from Marquez.
You can definitely tell just with how Marquez plays that a shot like that is definitely in his locker. So we don't take away opportunities like that. You have to close down that space if you're a defender.
Yeah, we're keeping him honest right there, right? I mean, we've seen that shot taken a couple times tonight already.
Now, Chris, you told me a story about how you were basically at practice and you decided that you weren't going to shoot on the goal against some of your guys. You were just passing the ball. You should tell Luke about that.
Yeah.
When your guys started talking trash or something like that.
Right. Yeah. No, so when I was coaching, I had some of my boys that wanted me to jump in and play with them. And so I jumped in to fill a spot for on 11v11 full court practice. And I played midfield, and at that time I wasn't really in shape because I'd just been out of college for maybe about a year at that time. And my boys were giving me a hard time because they recognized I wasn't making runs and shooting. So I was just really trying to pass and create opportunities for my students to learn. Or my header just wide there to the left. But after I had one of my goalkeepers, who was actually from Germany, and he, being just like the standard, we got along really well, but he would always pick on me. And long story short, I was probably closer to half field, and he was chirping at me while I was on the ball, but he was too far off his line, and to keep him honest, I popped one, and it flew from half field and went over his head into the net. He didn't chirp at me much anymore for the rest of the season.
That's pretty good. Keeping him honest, keeping him humble.
Well, and I'll be honest, too. That's not normally something in my locker, but at that point in time, it just became available. It just so happened to work in my favor that time.
It's on principle.
That's right. That's right. You don't know if you don't try.
That's right.
Definitely never tried that in college.
And I do that.
You didn't have enough people chirping at you in college, I guess.
No, absolutely not. Well, yes, they chirped at me, but for different reasons.
Fair.
Taryn has the ball here. Splits the middle between two defenders, gets into the box. Nice drilling from Taryn. Takes the shot.
Good save as
good
well.
Save.
Shot went directly to the keeper, and the keeper is grateful for that because there was some heat on that ball.
Absolutely.
If the shot went to the left or right, I promise you the net would be bulged.
We could see another chance here. Bethany has maintained this ball inside that 25-yard line on the football field. There's that
Marquez.
good
the goal.
move. Marquez
There it
takes
is.
A big goal from number 5, Eli Marquez.
I couldn't tell if he was grabbing his knees or doing the too small.
You could definitely tell here by the action of the Ada defenders that they're tired. And so I think our boys are just starting to catch on to that, and so Bethany are going to be lighting up for the remaining 15 minutes. I think we should be seeing a few more goals because the defenders here in white are just starting to wear out.
Yeah, kind of talking about that guy chirping at you with some of the kids that we have at CCY. They were kind of doing the same thing with me because I wasn't really doing a whole lot. They wanted to play like a 3-on-3. I wasn't doing much, just passing the ball around, and then one of them didn't know anything much about me actually, and so he was like, "Oh, let him shoot." So I just hit a couple of quick buckets just to let him know.
Yeah, and Blake typically doesn't shoot whenever we're playing with the students, and I let him so I don't have to run. So he represents the adults for us.
Yeah, me and my boy Brian, we guard each other so we don't have to run too much.
It's the best.
That's smart, actually.
Yep. Yeah, we're 30 and 34 respectively, so we try not to run a whole lot. I give it to the kiddos, have them do something with it. But sometimes they like to talk a little trash and get me going. I had another one. That was a laser beam.
Absolute
oh my goodness.
Laser there from looks like Rory Nowlin. If I got
and
that
we've hit that
14.
7 mark.
Yeah, put his foot behind the ball. Looks like he had it from about 25 yards out. Absolute laser into that top right corner.
There's 8. You guys have been right on track there.
Let's get 9.
We're having a line shift here. Quite a bit of boys are coming off and quite a bit are going on. So we'll see how the play maintains now that there is a nearly new lineup out on the pitch now. Goalkeeper swapped out and everything.
That's Elias Smith, number 0.
And you got both Zilla Reyes. There we go. So this is going to be absolute torture for these Ada guys with both of them out there.
Though there was a hockey-styled line shift here, don't get it twisted. There's still a lot. I mean, quite a lot of talent here on the pitch here in black. So between the Zella Reyes boys, and then we saw the quality of what Rory and Allen can offer with that shot that he had put into the back of the net. There's still quite a bit of ball yet to play.
And again, you mentioned it, but Ada looks tired. They're gassed. These are fresh legs on the pitch here. That's only going to give them an even worse time.
Absolutely.
Oh, absolutely. There's a lot of head hanging and walking and loafing. So
a lot of hip holding as well.
Absolutely.
Blake said loafing. He's calling them out.
I am.
Oh,
yep, that's
push
definitely
there.
a foul.
Yep, that's Martin.
Not all shoulder to shoulder is fair.
Definitely extended the arm right there. 13:25 left to go in this game. Currently an 8-0 Broncos lead over the Ada Cougars, looking to wrap up the day sweep for both the girls and the guys.
And it looks like it's probably going to happen.
My money's on yeah.
That's where the smart money is, at least.
We don't condone betting.
If I were a gambling man, I was about to say that.
Big kick here and wide left.
It's good. Right through the uprights.
Another chance gone by for Ada High School, and potentially one of their final few in this game, as we have only about 13 minutes remaining.
Yeah, just give me my nine goals and play keep away from then on.
They might. Into the game, it's number 3 Weston Hofar returning.
Wouldn't that be something? 2 mercy rules in a row.
It's not something I've seen.
Hey, well, while we've got a second, I'll give one more shout out to another one of our sponsors, Toro Taxes. We've spoken about them in length. Mr. Fuentes over there at Toro Taxes. Call 580-275-8933. Don't leave money on the table. They've gotten a couple great deals in as well. Tax preparation services and help with that sort of stuff. Someone you're going to want to reach out to. Call 580-275-8933 again.
Oh. Good little steal from that.
He was trying to make something happen on Bethany's side of the pitch, but nothing going there.
Oh,
what a
Reyes.
pirouette
Spin
turn.
move.
That's a disgusting.
Big pass upfield. 3-on-1, now 3-on-2. Bethany can't come down with anything.
Oh.
Out of touch. We're breaking out the party tricks here in late in the second half.
I mean, you're up 8. Why not?
That was Martinez. He's over to Zella Reyes, now up the middle.
Zella Reyes going to Zella Reyes.
Always love saying that. Here's Brian Zella Reyes down to the corner. Has a man there. That's Roy Nowlin. Just made his own goal, and that one short hops the goalkeeper.
That's what we call a heat check. He already laced one from deep. Might as well swing again.
Score,
And
Mainzado.
lost the ball in the lights again. There it is.
Ada will have it on their own side of the pitch. Still pressured by Nowlin. They play it back to their goalkeeper. And they got a little bit of resistance there from Weston Hofar. I think he actually gave them a little bit more trouble than they were expecting
Absolutely.
on that one.
And Hofar's a bit what happened whenever I scored my accidental goal.
Throw in from the near side. Here's number 24, Colin Knudsen. Knudsen's throw goes low, hitting Hofar. Hofar to Zella Reyes. He's mixed up with 2 defenders, and Ada is able to get it back from him for a second. Knudsen repositioned well. High kick at the net.
And why not?
No way.
Wow.
Yeah, absolutely laced by Colin Knudsen right there. Just completely put
And there's
his
our
foot-
9 goals right there.
I think everybody in the stadium is as surprised as we are about that one.
Well, I thought that was going wide right.
I saw it was there, honestly. I expected the goalkeeper to get hands to it, but I think he was caught off guard.
Me too. I mean, I was definitely expecting at least a hand to bat that down. It just never came.
He probably thought there's no way that's going in.
And he was right there with all of us, I guess. 9-0, Bethany leads. One more, and it's, well, for lack of a better word, run rule.
One more, and it's pizza time.
There you go. I'm thinking burger time.
All right,
tonight.
Toby.
That's where I was going for, yeah.
Throw in. Knudsen. It's Zella Reyes. It's been lights out here today. Goes to number 2. The other Zella Reyes. Nice ball movement back and forth. Ada trying to clear it out of their side. They get a nice couple touches on it, but don't get it away from the black jerseys. Now on the return shot, Hernandez was looking to his right, hits a couple of bodies. Goes back to Zella Reyes, Brian Zella Reyes.
Ooh.
Stands at about the 20-yard line in this hash. Now hits a new name, Ariel Martinez. Bethany plays it over to that far corner. Jesse Zella Reyes looking for somewhere to go. One-on-one, dribbling past his defender. That's the only guy he's got to beat. Plays it back. Bethany taking their time with 8:55 left to go on the clock.
And you might as well. It's all but over.
I think Bethany obviously knows that. I mean, they're not
they're
really
not
playing
in a hurry.
with the the intensity, the hurry to go get that last goal.
Sure, you'd like another mercy rule, but you'll take the win.
And the clean sheet at that.
Absolutely.
Now under 8.5. Ada gets a quick steal. They'll bring it back the other way. Nice moves there to keep it alive. In Bethany territory.
Gets it back.
The Broncos get it right back. That's number 14, Roy Nowlin. Nowlin drops one defender. Took a big swing. That'll stun you for a second.
Oh, yeah.
Can't be for too long because Bethany immediately throws it back in, heading towards the box. There's a shot taken wide left. About 7:45 left to go in this game.
Yeah, we're tracking pretty well.
Pretty well indeed. Coyote Pond is at 5804 Northwest 63rd Street. They're the home of the $20 FFL transfer. Longtime supporter of the Gospel Station Sports and Talk themselves. Stop by Coyote Pond and call 405-470-7999. They're open 9 to 6 Monday through Friday and 10 to 2 on Saturday.
I tell you what, a $20 FFL, that's a pretty good deal.
It is a pretty good deal.
It's pretty solid.
Usually, I've seen a lot more expensive than that.
One of the only shops around offering that kind of deal, if not the only. This is number 23, Clay Powell, going up the left side. He has it with him now, plays it back. Straight to Knudsen. 2-3 and 2-4 go back and forth. 6:40 left to go. Well, at the end of this one, we can kind of preview what's going on the rest of this week. We've got Bethany baseball tomorrow in a doubleheader that was moved up to 2 p.m. due to weather. Remember that first pitch at 2 p.m. will be out there.
2 p.m.
Then Thursday, we're going to try and get a coach's show at Aloha Shaved Ice. Whether that's with baseball or soccer is TBD. Then Friday, I'm going to be gone helping out Southwestern Christian on the college side. Blake might come out there with me for that. I don't know. I'm going to be statting, so
I'm going to see if I can make it out to that. I am going to a wedding this weekend, so I don't know yet.
We'll see. And then Saturday is, I think, just more college sports if we go out there.
I believe so.
That's the rest of this week here on the Gospel Station Sports and Talk.
Yeah, we got a busy week ahead of us. I got to find some time to go get me a blazer for this wedding.
So the Reyes with some nice ball movement, takes a shot.
Oh.
Off the crossbar. Still in play for a minute and out for a goal kick.
How about the curve on that, the slice on that ball?
I couldn't do that in my dreams on my best day. I mean, I could miss, but he probably makes a whole lot more of those than I do.
I would guarantee it.
I would also. I might be able to do one in FIFA. Not on you, but
at least you know.
Against, like on easy mode against the computer.
No delusions of grandeur.
Oh, absolutely not. I know my place when it comes to FIFA.
That's an Azid looking upfield. Under 5 minutes left to go in this game. Thanks again to everybody who's been tuned in.
I got a better chance scoring a goal in real life against these high schoolers than I have scoring one against him in FIFA.
It is pretty high praise.
And it's still not a high chance.
I was going to say, I don't know. I've seen some pretty good defending from both teams today.
Oh, not on these guys. I ain't scoring on these guys. I can promise you that. I might score one on Ada, maybe.
Give you a penalty and maybe you have a chance.
I might.
Good ball moving again. Zellarez has a man in front of him. Got one defender to beat, now two. It gets sent out by Ada for just a second, but Bethany feeds it right back to number 9. Foot race down to the corner, clear ball, and that's sent out of play.
3:49 left in the game.
Yeah, you might as well just play keep away at this point.
We'll have a throw in, I believe, from Colin Knudsen. Looks like that's who's going down to take care of it. Looks like he's got about 5 players in the box. Throw in, gets tagged by Ada. Ooh,
my.
Almost scored on himself.
It was nearly an own goal.
Would not have been an ideal way to end that game.
Would have been a funny way to end that game.
Might have been on the Sports Center not top 10.
Bethany maintains control of this one. Here's
And there's
Jesse
Jessler.
Reyes. This ball deflected off of Aiden, sent out to play. 3 minutes now left to go. Throw in here from the Bethany Broncos. And they've got about 5-6 people in the box. High toss this time, immediately headed out by Ada. Bethany going to have a chance to follow up on this. They got to beat one man there. And the black jerseys do come away with it. Some of these 80 Cougars have not given up in this game. They're still playing with a lot of effort out there. 2:30 despite the fatigue.
Yeah, they're playing with a lot more energy now. They don't want to get shut out.
A little bit of contact, enough for a whistle.
Hey, that's a yellow card normally.
There it is.
There it is. It's our first yellow card of the day, I believe.
Wow, yeah, it is.
If I remember right.
Kicking the ball away after the whistle is almost a guaranteed yellow.
I mean, any kind of action like that in any sport is going to be the same. Whatever version of penalty or foul you have, you're going to get hit with there. Free kick goes well into Bethany's side of the pitch. Matthew keeps it out of play.
So what are like the major differences between a yellow and a red?
A yellow is a warning. A red means your team is down a man for the rest of the game.
Interesting. Okay.
If you get 2 yellows, it transitions into a red card.
Got it. So kind of like 2 flagrant ones.
Correct, yeah.
A lot of the stuff translates, especially the penalty stuff.
It's honestly kind of hard to differentiate on penalties between sports of all things. They kind of end up being the same vein of things, right?
Just about. Got 60 seconds left.
All right, final minute.
And I'm thinking this is all but put away.
I think this was put away more than a few minutes ago.
Right around halftime.
This is number 21, Tony Hernandez, back on the field, taking care of that ball. Got on that far side. Was able to hold it up around the 50 and sent out a play off of Ada. That means one more throw in for the Broncos here. They're in full control of this with 30 seconds left to play.
Now, not that it really matters at this point, but do they get any extra time?
They do not. Not in high school game.
Low kick, sent right back out. Now 20 seconds. Ada in a foot race. Trying to get past, I believe that's Nowling again. And they're not going to be able to. 10 seconds countdown has started, and that will wrap it up for this game. Uriel Martinez has ball for the final couple of seconds here. 2 defenders on him.
Nutmeg to finish the game.
I was thinking about pointing it out, but
I'll do it.
Hey, that does it. Time hit 0. 9-0 win for the Bethany Broncos over the Ada High School Cougars at the end of this game. We're going to go to one break, and then we'll be back for the Blake Nightingale post-game show here live from Bethany, Oklahoma. Thanks to everybody who's tuned in. 2 wins on the day, and we'll recap this one when we come back.
Step up to the next level at Coyote Pond, home of the $20 FFL transfer. Coyote Pond at 5804 Northwest 63rd and MacArthur makes the difference in customer service with the selection of just about everything with top dollar loans and rock bottom prices. Locally owned and operated, Coyote Pond is the destination headquarters for Bethany, Yukon, and Oklahoma City, and the home of the $20 FFL transfers. Call 405-470-7999 or go to coyotepond.com. That's 405-470-7999 and coyotepond.com.
Gallegos Mexican Restaurant at 7000 Northwest 23rd at Rockwell in Bethany is locally owned and operated. Authentic Mexican food, open 11 to 9 Monday through Friday and 10 to 8 Saturday and Sunday. Gallegos Mexican Restaurant offers a variety of Mexican plates, daily lunch specials starting at $8.99 Monday through Friday, and menudo on the weekends with more traditional dishes. Gallegos Mexican Restaurant. Call 405-506-0790. Northwest 23rd at Rockwell. Gallegos Mexican Restaurant.
Stephanie's Vintique and the Plaster Paint Company is all Oklahoma made at 3821 Asbury in Bethany, featuring vintage, chalk paint, antiques, clothing, vegan soaps and lotion, homemade cards, decor, and furniture. And space is available for rent to start your own business at Stephanie's Vintique and Plaster Paint Company. Call 405-249-3604 and see why people are coming from all over the metro for this paint and decor. Or you can visit us at theplasterpaintcompany.com and also see us on Facebook. Stephanie's Vintique and Plaster Paint Company in Bethany. Start your Vintique experience.
Eris Lunara Med Spa and Aesthetics at 800 South Garth Brooks Boulevard, Suite 100 utilizes cutting-edge technology and personalized treatment plans centered around your goals, your comfort, and your natural beauty. Experience a range of services from IV therapy, Sculptra, acne treatments, and much more. With state-of-the-art machines like the T-Shape 2, Eris Lunara offers non-invasive, proven, and natural solutions for healthier skin that will have you feeling exquisite and rejuvenated. Other services like platelet-rich plasma therapy and peptide therapy not only enhance your natural features, but promote recovery and health at all levels. Call 405-563-1255 or stop by 800 South Garth Brooks Boulevard, Suite 100 to find out about what Eris Lunara Med Spa and Aesthetics can do for you. Remember, call 405-563-1255 today.
And we welcome you back here from break for the final time tonight, where it's time for the Blake Nightingale post-game show. Blake Nightingale, 7304 Northwest Expressway, as we all know. He's the best around local insurance agent, big supporter of Bethany High Athletics. And on this post-game show, it's time to kind of recap this game and give our thoughts for Player of the Game award. Well, guys, a 10-0 win and a 9-0 win. It literally couldn't have gone any better for the Bethany Broncos today against Ada. And in this guys game, we had a lot of, again, strong individual performances. I know you guys were very impressed with the Zella Reyes brothers. But even, again, on the defense, as Chris has pointed out many, many times, you had some incredible, incredible defenders. Rory Nowlin, a name that comes to mind. We've seen Cody Martin in there a lot. Weston Hofar, let's not neglect him. And, of course, the offense runs through Eli Marquez. So, looking at this game, what do you think was really the difference maker for the Bethany Broncos?
I think the difference maker really just comes down to the teamwork, and we saw that through the playing through of Eli Marquez and how he was able to get his teammates involved in the game. I think to be able to be a team, you have to remove any selfishness, and that's just something we didn't see in any of the boys at all. And I just wanted to give a brief shout out to Carter Buck as well on the defensive side, as he was just an absolute machine running up that right side.
Absolutely. And, yeah, Carter Buck had an amazing game. He was in just about every defensive stop. Then you got the Zella Reyes boys who were literally everywhere the whole game. Didn't allow Ada to catch their breath. It seemed like Ada wanted to go a little ISO with a lot of their guys, but Bethany got to Marquez. He got to people who could finish it off, and he scored a couple of goals himself.
Well, our day is over. Just past 10 o'clock p.m. Central Time. We again want to thank everybody who tuned in and thank our sponsors like Blake Nightingale, like Simplify Tech, like Toro Taxes, Gallegos Mexican Restaurants, everybody that helps make these streams possible. But the last thing to do, who's the player of the game for you guys?
Without a shadow of a doubt for me, it was Eli Marquez. I mean, we were just baffled and astonished in the best way possible by the absolute just onslaught of pressing from the Zella Reyes boys. But at the end of the day, Eli Marquez put on a masterclass.
I'd have to agree with that. I thought y'all were gonna go with the Zella Reyes boys, but to me, it was easily Eli Marquez. His fingerprints were all over this game. Assists, goals. He was all over the place.
There you have it, Eli Marquez, your Blake Nightingale player of the game here for our game against the Ada High School Cougars. We're wrapped up here, so one final time, thanks to everybody who tuned in, and thanks to all of our supporters. Anything else y'all want to say before we close this thing off?
I appreciate everybody for tuning in. Big thank you to Chris Miller. He is my soccer expert. He really taught me a few things here. So big shout out to Chris for making the time to be out here with us, especially for both these games.
Just wanted to close out. This is Chris Miller here. Wanted to close out by saying thank you for having me on. I was just really excited to do this. Didn't know I was going to do this until a microphone was handed to me. But I really had a good time just getting to share this. And just wanted to say God bless you to all who are listening. And safe travels to those who are going back home to Ada, as that is quite a trip to go back home. And we will be praying that you make it back home safely. Thank you all for listening.
Hey, this stream wouldn't have been the same without either of you here, so it was a lot of fun to listen to.
It was a great time.
Have a great night, everybody. We're done here. God bless.
God bless.